Guys, next to introduce the branch of civil engineering. There are 7 branches of civil engineering, which is structural engineering, geotechnical engineering, transportation, coastal, construction, material, and environment engineering. Structural engineering, students learn how to design a large structure and ensure that they can stay functional during high winds and national disaster like earthquake. Geotechnical engineering is a specialization that involves the study of rock, soil, and any artificial material that support a system. Next, transportation engineering. So learn how to design and working system that individual use for traveling purpose. Coastal engineering. In civil engineering, focus on designing and managing coastal area. Construction engineering. Learn the design principle of construction, building codes, regulations, and operation step for a project. The material engineering is study of all item and component required for a construction project, such as wood, steel, and concrete. Last, environmental engineering. Students learn how to reduce the overall impact of an artificial system on the world ecosystem and manage natural resources for a construction project. And that's all from me. Thank you.
For introduction, this report is about a steel or concrete building structure of 3-story high or higher of my choice in my local town. The building that we choose is Akoba Tower at Pasir Gudang, Johor. Akoba Tower, which has been built since 1969, the Akoba Tower Municipal Council new administrative headquarters is located in Akoba Tower. The resident of Pasir Gudang warehouse can take care of many tasks including paying property taxes, rent, renewing permits, and more by using the tower situated within the warehouse Pasir Gudang Town Centre. There are 21 stories total, including an overview dungeon that allows you to observe the warehouse from above. Next is explanation on architectural concept of the building, including several photographs from different perspectives. Akoba Tower architectural concept is more oriented towards modern life and Islamic. For instance, the building front has a garden. For millennia, Islamic culture has placed great emphasis on gardens and water features. Moreover, glass is used in certain places on the Akoba Tower wall. Because employing alternative material is not as environmentally beneficial, it has the consequence of reducing pollutants in the environment. Additionally, Akoba Tower is situated in Pasir Gudang district, which is a strategically important area. It is situated in the heart of Pasir Gudang, close to the Hospital Penama, Bank, Pasir Gudang Bus Terminal, Pasir Gudang Stadium, and Johor Park.
A structural system is one that supports the constituent part of another system and distributes the load among its sections in order to offer durability, stability, and safety at a reasonable cost. There are 4 types of structural system. First, skeleton, shell, load-bearing, and tent and cable. The columns or wall via the beams bear the weight of the roof and floor slab, which is then transmitted to the foundation and the supporting earth below. Frames is when a building approach known as a skeleton frame. The system uses horizontal beams and vertical columns arranged in a rectangular grid to support the structural walls, roof, and floors, all of which are fixed to the frame. And trusses are stable structure made up of straight members joined at the end by hinge connection. Due to their exceptionally strength and low weight, they are frequently utilized for spanning extended distancing such as wide-ranging ballrooms and stadiums. And lastly, arch. Arch is an structural element that forms the upper curved pointed or flat edge of an open space and sustains the weight above it, primarily when it is compressed, as in the case of doorways or bridge. System of active structures arise at the extremities of horizontal stress. And the other 3 structural system is shell, load-bearing, and tent and cables. Shell act as both a covering membrane and a structural element that support the building. And load-bearing can transfer its load through the walls in a vertical downward direction to the foundation above to give a durability and stable for the building. And tent and cables will carrying tension and no compression or bending. In our case, for Akoba's tower, it used beams and column system and load-bearing system for their construction.
For highlight selective structural elements, beams are horizontally structural elements that carry load primarily by bending. They are commonly used to support floor or roof loads in buildings, as well as bridge decks and other structures. Next column are vertical structural elements that support compressive load from above. They are typically used to transfer load from beams or slabs to the foundation, providing vertical support for the structure. Next, load-bearing walls carry vertical loads and provide lateral stability to the structure. Next, slabs are horizontally structural elements that provide a flat surface for floor, roof, and pavement. They can be made of concrete, steel, or other materials. Next, brace incorporate into the building frame as steel or reinforced concrete.
The first assignment is about the material used in civil engineering construction. There are a lot of materials used in civil engineering construction. By example, steel, glass, concrete, cement, tiles, bricks, etc. But steel, bricks and concrete and cement is the main material for the civil engineering construction.
Additional interesting feature for Menara Akbar. Firstly, culture richness. The interior design of Menara Akbar goes more functionally. It is a celebration of culture and identity. The designer undertook a full-scale interior design consultancy, meticulously crafting a space that marries modernity with Islamic influence. Next, Islamic form. The tower interior space become a canvas that reflect the richness of Islamic form, patterns, and surface. Next, rooftop garden. Vertical green will contribute to a healthy urban environment. Beyond aesthetic, this green space actively promotes biodiversity and creating habit for local fauna. Lastly, renewable energy. Menara Akbar harness the power of sunlight through solar panel. These panels are strategically placed to maximize energy generation.
The last assignment is about the effect of climate change in civil engineering sites. The most important effects are sea level rise, coastal erosion, heat waves and evaporation, social and economic impact, and impact on water quality. In civil engineering site, impact on water quality, social and economic impact, and coastal erosion are mainly responsible.
Okay, hello, my name is Charlie Sung, and today I want to share with you the sharing process that we have discussed with other group yesterday. Okay, the question is summarize the technical detail of the sharing process in deep water of long wave transforming into rise and height when it reaches the land. So why sharing happens and when wave gets lower, shorter, and higher. A shelling process occurs as the water gets shallower, wave experience force from the sea. In deep water, transfer track faster as their speed is determined by wavelength. As wave move into shallower water, the reduction in water depth causes a decrease in wave speed. Another way to describe shelling is the transformation of wave energy into other form. When tsunami approach the coast, it will slow down and rise in elevation. Gravity causes a large amount of kinetic energy to be converted into potential energy.
What is shoaling? Shoaling refers to the transformation of the wave as it encounters shallow coastal waters, initially traveling as deep water wave with long wavelength and low amplitude. Tsunami undergoes significant change as they approach the coastline. Upon entering shallower depths, the leading edge of the tsunami slows down due to interaction with the seafloor, causing its wavelength to decrease. However, the energy of the wave remains constant, resulting in a significant increase in wave height. This implication known as shoaling can lead to devastating consequences as the tsunami wave reach the shoreline, causing inaction, flooding, and widespread destruction of coastal community and infrastructure. Shoaling causes have three. First one is wave speed reduction, second wavelength reduction, and the last one is wave steepening. Introduction of tropical climate. A tropical climate characterized by consistently high temperature, abundant precipitation, The abundant warm fuels intense evaporation from the ocean surface, leading to the formation of vast cloud mass and frequent rainfall. This results in large vegetation and diverse ecosystems including tropical rainforests, savannas, and wetlands. However, tropical climate also brings the risk of extreme weather events such as tropical cyclone, hurricane, and monsoon. For the geological weathering, the erosion causes high temperature and humidity accelerate weathering process, increasing the sustainability of rock and soil to erosion. For geotechnical engineering project must address environmentally impacts such as habitat destruction. For the last one is transportation. Heavy rainfall increase the risk of landslide and slope instability along transportation routes, necessity slope stabilization measure and monitoring system.
In tropical climate, civil engineering projects that involve geological engineering face specific challenge due to the unique combination of climatic, environmental, and geological factors. For example, landslides are caused by disturbance in the natural stability of a slope. They can accompany heavy rains or follow drought, earthquake, and volcanic eruption. Mudslides develop when water directly accumulates in the ground and result in a surge of water, saturated rock, earth, and debris. For the effect of landslide, infrastructure damage, which is it can give extensive damage to roads, bridges, tunnels, railways, pipeline dams, retaining walls, buildings, utilities, and other critical infrastructure. And design consideration, it can influence the design, construction, and maintenance of civil engineering project, and that will make engineers have to consider site-specific geological condition. And for the environmental impact, environmental consequences such as habitat destruction, loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, water quality, degradation, and alteration of landscape.
Less in geotechnical, soil erosion and sedimentation. Soil erosion can result from heavy rainfall, particularly in areas with slopes. Erosion has the potential to cause topsoil loss and compromise the stability of slopes and embankments. When the velocity of a fluid like water or air decreases or the fluid is unable to carry the particles further, sedimentation occurs as the particles settle and aggregate.
There are a few effects of soil erosion. First is water pollution. Soil can end up in rivers and lakes. It can cause water pollution. Furthermore, it also can harm the aquatic life and affect the quality of the water to human and wildlife. Second is flooding. Increased sedimentation in water bodies can result in decreased water carrying capacity and change flow patterns, which can cause flooding caused by soil erosion. The last one is climate change contribution. Erosion releases carbon in the soil into the atmosphere, contributing to greenhouse gas emission. This can exacerbate climate change by adding to the levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
Assignment is transportation engineering challenges in tropical climate. The main issues are high temperature, significant rainfall, shortened lifespan, wind and storm surge. Due to high temperature, subterranean pavement leading to routing and shortened lifespan. For the significant rainfall, there will be a flooding, disruptions, road closures, and infrastructural damage due to flash flood. The another one is structural damage. Cyclones pose risks to bridges, roads, and other infrastructures.
For the conclusion, there are several difficulties associated with civil engineering in tropical climate that call for careful thought and creative solution. Geological, geotechnical, and transportation engineer need to take a holistic strategy because of the high precipitation, soil properties, harsh weather, and other environment issues. So, in order to effectively tackle this obstacle, engineering need to give top priority to elements like sustainable transportation networks, disaster preparedness, adaptation to the environment. Last, as a civil engineering, why do we need to learn climate? It affects the design, construction, and maintenance of infrastructure in tropical region. Tropical climate is characterized by high temperature, humidity, rainfall, and solar radiation throughout the year. These factors can pose various challenges for a civil engineer, such as geotechnical, geological, and transportation stability and durability.
In this assignment, we are required to find two prior buildings and do a research on average of water and energy consumption per person and per month. In Surau An-Nur, Sarjana Utama, Sungai Buloh, Selangor, the average monthly consumption is 82 liters, while the average monthly electricity consumption is 0.972 kilowatt-hour. In Surau Ar-Rahman, Taman Desa Karunas, Seri Kembangan, Selangor, the average monthly water consumption is 303 liters, while the average monthly electricity consumption is 0.3 kilowatt-hour. In conclusion, we can see that every building consumes a lot of water and energy over its lifetime. So, there are some ways to reduce water and electricity bills. First, fans should be cleaned weekly. The fan becomes heavier and requires more energy to spin due to the dirt buildup. As a result, your electricity bills will go up. And secondly, replace the light bulbs with LED light. And the energy requirements for each light bulb is different significantly. However, we believe that you should pay attention to LED bulb because LED bulbs are not only durable but also energy efficient.
Air conditioner must be selected from a 5-star product. It is because 5-star air conditioner will give more cool and using very less electricity other than 3-star air conditioner. People also need to close the most sliding doors to avoid the temperature in most decreasing, so that the air conditioner will not use too much electricity to cool the most. They can also use a smart mode like setting a timer. As an example, the air conditioner will turn on at prayer time and will turn it off automatically when the prayer time is over. This way can prevent electric waste on bill. The next one is water bill. For water bill, most staff should do a rainwater harvesting. It is because rainwater harvesting can be used for people to take ablution, so the water bill can be reduced by rainwater harvesting. For the beep tap, they can use the automatic beep tap whereas it controls the flow of water using a sensor. The water will flow out once the sensor of beep tap will detect a hand movement or there's a tapping on the top of beep tap, compared to out beep tap that keep water flow and waste.
To solve urban heat island or UHI, we can make urban greening. Urban greening involves the deliberate integration of green-space vegetation and natural element into the urban environment to enhance environmental quality, mitigate the urban heat island effect, and promote human health and well-being. This multifaceted approach encompasses various strategies including the creation of park, community garden, green roof, and street trees, as well as the preservation of existing green space. Additionally, green space contribute to social cohesion, mental health, and recreational opportunities for urban residents, fostering a sense of connection to nature and creating more livable and sustainable city. There are example picture. For the first is at the car park, and the second picture at the city park, and the third picture along the roadside, and the last one at the cities.
Since year in our civil engineering sites due to climate change and overpopulation. In the previous assignment, I discussed about the climate change and its effect on the global. Now I will summarize this one in shortly. The main problem is flooding due to climate change. The issue is increased rainfall and rising sea levels causing more frequent flooding. There is a solution. Implement better drainage system, elevate structures, and create green spaces that absorb water. Another thing, which is waste management challenges. It affects on in the civil engineering sites. The issue is a growing population leading to increased waste generation. We have a solution. Promotes recycling, reduce single-use plastics, and implement efficient waste management systems.
To summarize, in the first assignment, we have explained about architectural concept, about its structural system of the building, highlight selective structural element, material use, and also the additional interesting features of the building. And we have choose to do Menara Aqobah. And on the assignment 2, we explain about climate change related to geological, geotechnical, and transportation in a civil engineering field. And for assignment 3 and 4, that we have discussed with group 4, section 3, we get that they do an assignment about average water and electric consumption on 2 prior buildings and their suggestion on how to reduce water and electric consumption. And for the fourth assignment, they have been explained about climate change that has significant impact on water resources management and coastal areas, and about the social development goals. And for section B, they have been explaining about shoaling process.